John Wesseck with the title story of my collection, Arugula. And the two-story collections that I have, Arugula is the set of comedies, and the upcoming one, Alchemist, is going to be the set of dramas. Her balloon floated through the living room, leaving a trail of entropy in its wake, the blue propane blast from its burner interrupting conversations of high government officials and captains of industry. And though we bent our heads in L's to view her cherry bowl panties, she never stepped from the gondola, except to set foot on a dash-built bridge of denial by the coleslaw. From overhead she complimented the missile plans I'd spread on the buffet table and speculated on the warhead the Pentagon would choose, a bomb of a conservative opinion, no doubt. She was the only woman who'd ever grasped the genius of my Diet Coke and Mentos propulsion, so when she asked that my head snap off and follow her to Paris for several months, I took a job as a salade niçoise in a Montmartre cafe. I was happy for a time next to the onion soup on the checkered tablecloth, but something in the French dressing was not Italian. I sensed that she was unhappy too. Offended by the ostentatious display of forks, she fasted and poured her Chianti into the bowl of a Jack Russell Terrier with a drinking problem. Pig dog, the customers chanted, Rouge! The terrier dashed out of the cafe and returned moments later with a can of red latex house paint. Pig dog, jaune! He brought back yellow paint. Pig dog, blanc! The terrier returned with a can of paint swinging from the handle in his jaws and set it by the bartender. No, c'est ivoire. Head held high with Gallic pride, the big dog turned his back on all the free drinks and stalked out into the Paris night. Sensing my salad days were over, I followed and eventually took up residence under the Pont Neuf, where I lived off fish, baguettes, and radicchio from the River Seine. After a time, I found that I could move through the rushing water like a snake, except for the snake's head and snake's body, which I found unappealing, especially when they were in the water with me. I never saw her again, though. I heard she had a daughter with a Cambodian Zeppelin designer who, despite helium being the second most common element in the universe, could not get his business off the ground. He died at a Phnom Penh karaoke bar in a tragic Michael Jackson impersonation. Some say it was suicide. After that, mother and daughter lived a weird Jungian fairy tale in Lakehurst, New Jersey. The girl developed a severe case of agoraphobia. After high school graduation, she married a man named Jack Russell and moved to an abandoned missile silo in Minot, North Dakota. The couple lived happily underground with their bilingual terrier, raising hydroponic vegetables and emerging once a week to take the dog to his AA meetings. And me? I came down with a bad case of tobacco mosaic virus, no doubt from a broken heart. It was touch and go for a while, but the doctors say that with daily topical applications of oil and vinegar, I'll make a full recovery.